Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost?
While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you. Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit sceducationlottery.com.
The wait is almost over. Get ready for the NFL season like never before with the highly anticipated 2025 NFL schedule release. Every rivalry, every rematch, every rookie debut, every game revealed. The dates will be set. Primetime matchups will be known, and the road to the Super Bowl starts here. The full NFL schedule release, Wednesday, May 14th. Get all of the details at NFL.com/schedule release.
You don't know me yet, but I bet we have something in common. We all wish we were better functioning humans. Maybe figure out how to sleep better, have more meaningful relationships, cook more. That's Search for Practical Knowledge. It's my job at the Washington Post. I host a podcast called Try This. Every episode is like an audio class, and we learn together. I'm Christina Quinn. Now you know me. Check out Try This wherever you're listening.
Tricia's got some of the stuff we learned in just a moment. Tricia, I got to send you this video. It cracked me up. It was my favorite video on Instagram of the weekend. It's two black guys talking about funny sayings only white people use.
Yeah.
And it was like, they were hysterical. They're like, he's like, you know what my favorite one is? It's you're barking up the wrong tree. He goes, I really like that one. That's that one. He's like, because you might be barking up the wrong tree. And then funny. The other one, he goes, you know my favorite one is? He goes, get a load of this.
Does anybody still say get a load of this?
Yeah, I guess so. But these guys
funny.
were very, very funny. I loved it. Okay, thanks for the laugh wherever you guys are. What we learned today?
Well, my first funny today was don't be afraid of things that are different from you. Be afraid of things that are just like you because you are terrible.
That's great.
My friend Claire sent that to me because she and I are one and we can be terrible about things. But that's funny.
That is good.
Another thing we learned, Sandy and I are not ready to be grandparents because our sophomore in high school daughter for her human growth and development class brought home a robot baby, a baby that like a life-size baby simulates a real baby that for 48 hours straight, when it cried, she had to figure out if it needed to be held, burped, a new diaper, or fed.
Yeah, this baby does everything a baby does, but expel fluids.
Yeah, it does literally everything. But I will say, I told her, I was like, I think you got a colicky baby.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with your baby. That baby had to be fed 4 times in like 4 hours. I was like, that's a little excessive.
Hungry baby.
That baby was hungry all the time, and it makes the sucking noises on the bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were not sad to see.
Not a lot of maternal instinct in the
Yeah,
fuss.
when the baby would start making noises, Landry would go, no! Like, you can't talk to your baby like that. But we were all, bye-bye, baby, when she went to school.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, we also learned that DoorDash has declared that the drink of the summer is going to be margaritas.
Wow.
I'm not mad at that at all. Especially, they said, a big one up for this summer is a watermelon margarita.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all over that.
We'll get you one, Trish.
I think I'm going to get myself one, especially today. It's Cinco de Mayo.
After 5 o'clock, please.
After 5 o'clock. I'll wait.
Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for spending time with us. We do appreciate it. If you're just joining us, get here a little bit earlier tomorrow or stay updated on the show by grabbing the podcast version. Just search The Sandy Show where you get podcasts. We'll do it again tomorrow. Until then, don't take any crap from anybody. And now it's time to say goodbye. But before we do that, we'll remind you, if you're just joining us, to get here a little bit earlier tomorrow. Also, stay caught up with the show by grabbing the podcast. Just search The Sandy Show, and you can always drop us a text at 737-301-9600. What did we learn today?
Well, we learned that today is literally the last day. There will be no more extensions to get your real ID. It goes into effect tomorrow, and if you have to travel tomorrow or any day after that without your real ID, be prepared to get to the airport at least 3 hours early. You will have to go.
Making it painful for you.
Yeah. You'll have to go through a bunch of extra screening. You'll have to have, they said, as many other forms of ID as you can have, take them with you. And even then, you might not get cleared to fly.
Yeah, you're taking a risk.
Yeah, they've been telling us for years, and they're done with it. It's sometimes how I feel with our teenage daughter.
Just done telling her.
Done telling you, and now you have to suffer the consequences.
Yeah, think she'd learn.
You think they learn, but they don't. And here's what's going to happen. People have been being told about it for years. All these updates, and they're going to go to the airport without their real ID, and they get mad.
And they're going to throw a fit.
And they're going to throw a fit like somebody other than them screwed it up.
Yep.
That's the kind of stuff I ain't got no patience
Get
for
your
that.
phones ready to record that at the airport.
That's going to be the new thing on social media, people freaking out for real ID. Another thing we learned, apparently Trump has decided, or he's floating the idea to reopen Alcatraz as a working prison, reopen it and expand it in order to house the worst of the worst, where they can't harm anybody. Alcatraz is about a mile offshore from San Francisco.
I think that sucks because
I do
it's
too.
such a great museum.
Such a great museum. Also, it's going to cost the taxpayers around $300 million.
Yeah, we don't even be doing that.
I feel like we need to leave Alcatraz as it is. If y'all can go on the Alcatraz tour, do it.
Do it.
I don't know why it's so cool, but it is.
It is.
I got a little nauseous on the ferry ride out there.
Of course you did.
I mean, I'm just saying,
Can't
be
do
careful.
anything with you.
Be careful about that.
Took her on a helicopter ride over New York City.
I
She
got a little nauseous
sick.
with that too.
Got nauseous on the boat to out to the Alcatraz.
Yeah,
That's it,
the
doing
helicopter
that.
ride, Alcatraz. We took a ferry. My girls and I went on a trip to Ireland back in 2000, and we were staying on an island overnight and took a ferry it was little. We had to stay couldn't stay on top of the deck. You had to go under deck. For sure thought I was going to throw up.
Took her on a submarine ride once. She got sick there.
Didn't, there's no way I'd go on a submarine ride. That's not a thing. And finally, Sandy can tell everybody what we learned about you being a streaker back in college.
Got dared when I was in college to streak a bar. There was some money involved too. And I took the dare and I did it.
What amount of money made you do it? Like, it had to be a lot of money.
It didn't have to be much because when you didn't have much, a little bit of money was a lot more than you had.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was a laugh. Yeah, it was funny when I was 21. It wouldn't be funny today. You know, if I saw a 21-year-old kid streaking, I wouldn't laugh.
If you saw, but here, even worse, if you saw like a 50-something-year-old man streaking.
Oh, God. Yeah,
Dude.
right. That'd be awful.
Come on.
Right. Exactly. Have a great day. Thanks for spending time with us. We appreciate it. We'll do it again tomorrow. Until then, don't take any crap from anybody. And now it's time to say goodbye. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with us. We do appreciate it. We know you got choices out there, so it means a lot. Tell your friends, too. What did we learn today?
Well, we learned about my first funny I thought was super funny, so I want to share it with the later listeners so they can laugh like the early listeners did. To all the people that always said I'd never amount to anything because of my procrastination, just you wait.
Just whipping yourself
I
over
think it's
that, aren't you?
hilarious.
Yeah, just killing yourself over that.
You don't think it's funny?
Nah, predictable.
Come on. You did not know I was going to say that.
I had
It's funny. Another thing we learned, can't poison a possum. Possum is impossible to poison.
Bizarre.
That sounds like a she sells seashells by the seashore thing. Can't poison a possum. Possum's impossible to poison. I know.
That's amazing.
They produce some weird protein that neutralizes any poison that enters their body. And because of this, scientists are trying to use it to build universal poison antidotes for people.
That's so
Wouldn't it be weird
bizarre.
if the human race is saved by possums.
It would be. They're a creepy little creature.
They are blind as bats. Remember our old neighbors in our old neighborhood found a baby possum and fostered it for a little while. They named it Penelope.
I don't remember that.
Mike and Dasha. Yeah. And Landry and I would go over there and hold it. It was so creepy holding it.
Yeah.
You're very aware that you're holding a possum.
Do they hang upside down?
Yeah. They have those, I think they're called prehensile tails.
How do you know that word?
I'm kind of smart about some things.
Really?
I don't know why that information is stuck in my brain, but I can't point to where Vietnam is on a globe. So I don't know why I can retain one and not the
What's
other.
the name of that tail again?
A prehensile tail?
Wow. I'm kind of turned on by you right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Possum turned you on.
No, your knowledge.
Oh, gotcha.
Your knowledge.
All right.
Huh.
Well, let me look up some more possum facts.
All right.
And this I think is hilarious, and it makes me love the government right now, which is sometimes hard to do.
Yeah.
During the Cold War, the government briefly considered a plan to mark a bunch of extra large condoms as medium-sized and then airdrop them into the Soviet Union to make the men there think that their junk was way smaller than American men's junk. I think that's hilarious and probably one of the most effective forms of like mental warfare that they could have carried out.
Very funny.
Yes, very
Can
funny.
I also add on to this how we were shocked to learn that to go to the Met Gala, it's $75,000 for an individual ticket. I had a ticket around the world for that.
My gosh. And then what do they do once they're in there? They're not giving out awards. Do they just do that and go and then just all like leave out the back? Is it just for the walk?
I mean, that's a great question. Is there a presentation? Is there a show? Is there a concert?
Right, because they can't, those clothes that those people are wearing are not built to sit in for long periods of time and probably not built for you to be able to eat and be comfortable. So what goes on back there? I guess you can find out if you pay him $75,000.
I guess that's the big secret, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. I may have an answer for you in just a sec. I did a quick search. I don't know how quickly it's going to come up. Okay, here's what it says. There's a cocktail hour, an exhibition tour, a formal dinner. Then there's live performances. Some high-profile performer entertains guests during or after the dinner. And then there's mingling and table hopping and just the exclusive atmosphere and the decor.
Right. According to Vogue, it says it's a secret. That's the reason the guests have to abide by the no phone, therefore no social media policy.
No, thank you. No, thanks. You can keep your snotty gala. I don't want any part of it.
I don't want to do that
I'd
at
rather
all.
sit on the back of a pickup truck, drink beer, and listen to music than go to that,
Right?
right? Have a great day, everybody. We appreciate you spending some time with us. We'll do it again tomorrow. Until then, don't take any crap from anybody. And now it's time for us to say, see you later, fool. See ya, sucker.
Suckers.
We got to get out of here. We could do this all day long, but we only give it a certain amount of time to do it in. And we like to wrap up the show with some of the things we learned. And Tricia keeps track. What you got?
Yep. So we declared a few weeks ago that it's officially naked season. We predicted that y'all are going to be seeing a lot of naked stories and stories that involve nudity. And so far, we have not disappointed. And today's entry in naked season was a man who was sitting at the gate at the airport waiting to board his plane totally naked.
Yeah, not his first time to do this, too.
No,
right?
not
And
his first time.
He clearly entered the airport clothed.
Because I feel certain somebody at TSA would have noticed him being naked.
Exactly.
He was at the gate. He planned it. I think he was
He had
like
a funny name, too. Give me a sec. I'll pull it.
Remember, he used his middle initial, all
Dwayne D.
all
or
official,
something like that.
Dwayne D. Walker or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Esquire. That's what it sounds like should be at the end of a name with a middle initial in it.
Right.
What? Go ahead.
Go ahead with what's next.
Yeah. So then we talked about, this was in the safety portion of the show, burglars, people who've been arrested for burglary when they asked, what is your first point of entry? The first place you try when you're like, I want to get into that house. All of 80%, front door.
Front door.
Say they just walk through the front door and try it. And normally the front door is unlocked.
So lock your doors, people.
Lock your doors, people. After that, it's the first floor windows. And after that, it's the back door.
And then the garage.
Just like your stuff.
Yeah. Your garage, too. That's why I'm always so scared I'm going to leave the garage door open.
Yeah, I know. That's a thing. That's definitely a thing. And finally, we played the feud today. While Sandy had a flash of brilliance last week, and beat me for the first time in I don't even know how long.
I got the wrong number. I had 4 number ones, and the one that I didn't get number 1 really cost me.
I know it definitely cost you, but I came back. I defended my title. Sandy got 201. I got 283.
Congratulations to you, Tricia. Congratulations to you. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for spending time with us. Grab the podcast version of the show where you get your podcast. And we're going to do this again tomorrow, same time, same place. Until then, don't take any crap from anybody. Happy Mother's Day weekend to all you moms out there. And make sure you get your mom something. Just a little something, a phone call, text message. Don't cut it on Mother's Day. You got to call. You got to talk to mom.
Got to step it up a little bit.
I always think about the mom that had like 6 kids, getting 6 calls today.
Or
You know
6 prizes.
Yeah, or 6 prizes. So happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. We wrap up the show every day with some of the things we learned. What do you got?
Well, the first thing we learned was this. There should be an app that lets people who love pickles know when there's a non-pickle person nearby who has one up for grabs.
Yeah, I'm in. 'Cause I'll take it.
I think that's a great idea.
Love a pickle.
Yeah, and same for tomatoes.
Oh, yeah.
You take your tomatoes off something.
I've recently discovered or changed that I now like the little tiny cherry tomatoes.
To just eat by themselves?
Not eat with the salad. I used to never eat them. Now I will.
I don't like them. Please know that our daughter and I are still talking about you trying, because Sandy is in his fitness, healthy eating phase right now. And I was like, there's nowhere to go but down after this one. The other night, you came walking into the bedroom, chewing on raw cauliflower and offered it to us like it was a chocolate chip cookie. And was like, it's delicious. And Landry and I both were like, dude,
love it.
Tell your story walking. There's nothing you can say that's going to convince us that raw cauliflower is a great snack.
I enjoy it.
Whatever.
Go eat your chocolate chip
Nonsense.
cookie. Go ahead.
Oh, I will, and I'll be a lot happier for it. Another thing we learned was some French innovator figured out a pill that you can take that, say it's a chocolate pill. When you toot, your toots smell like chocolate.
Chocolate toots. That would concern me.
Chocolate toot. Say it's a pill that smells like roses. When you toot, your toots smell like roses. Come on, strawberries.
It's pretty smart.
I think it's pretty smart. I think a lot of people will take him up on that.
It's like gum for your butt.
Gum for your butt. Mouthwash for your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. And finally, Sandy, tell the people what you've been doing lately to try and attract me. Well, sending out the vibe.
I've made a list of things I can do that will make, what did I title it? That make Tricia very attracted to me. I've been deleting my emails. Yeah. I've changed my sheets in my bed. We sleep in separate beds. I have unloaded the dishwasher, and I have wiped down countertops with Clorox wipes.
And I told him really he could wipe down anything with a Clorox wipe and that would work.
Yeah.
Wipe down me with a Clorox wipe.
She got a little excited when I talked about unloading the dishwasher.
I feel a little embarrassed about that now.
You should be. Your mother's going to hear this.
I hate unloading the dishwasher
hear this.
so much.
Have a great day, everyone, and a nice Mother's Day weekend. We're going to do this again on Monday, same time, same place. Until then, don't take any crap from anybody.
One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
The wait is almost over. Get ready for the NFL season like never before with the highly anticipated 2025 NFL schedule release. Every rivalry, every rematch, every rookie debut, every game revealed. The dates will be set, primetime matchups will be known, and the road to the Super Bowl starts here. The full NFL schedule release, Wednesday, May 14th. Get all of the details at NFL.com/schedule release.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.